that's not just a nice saying. That is the truth. That is the reality of our Christian life. Unless we are abiding in Jesus, trusting in Him, going to Him in relationship every day, we have no power to love others. We have no power to do any good thing. And I believe with all my heart that that's true. And I'm really excited about that, because what that means is that, one, I can't mess things up, because God is my power, God is my strength. And two, God gets all the credit. I don't have to worry. It's not like it's, how do I say it? It's really exciting because God gets all the glory for every good thing in my life. And so if I were to think that I was doing some of the work and that God was doing, I was doing 1% and God was doing 99%, then I would feel like, okay, I got to hold on to that 1%, and I'd be worried, right? I'd be fearful that I might lose it. But the fact is, God has done 100%, and He works in us. The Bible says that that we work out our salvation with fear and trembling, knowing that it is God who works in us for His good pleasure. So that is my hope, that my knowledge that God is working in me, and I get to partake in His glory. That's really exciting to me, and I hope that can be exciting to you guys. And I also want to say, one thing I love about God is that He's close to the weak. He's close to the little guy. Maybe you feel like you can't do much for God. I felt like that a lot in my life. Like, what am I? I'm just a kid. I'm not a good speaker. But God has shown me, look, what I'm looking for is someone who is humble and contrite, and trembles at my word. That's the kind of person that I'm looking for, and that's the kind of person that God's looking for. That's the kind of person that God uses. It says that Paul said to his people, not many of you guys were strong, not many of you guys were wise, but those are the ones that God has called, and that is so awesome. God is about making much of Himself, and not about making much of us, but we get to partake in that journey, and that's really exciting. And I just want to say that I'm a work in progress. I'm just hanging out with so many wonderful people this weekend has been very humbling, and I love just the variety in the body of Christ, and I'm learning more as my whole life. And so my testimony is not done. It's got a long ways to go, but I love that God is conforming us to His image. As we see Him, as we see who God is in others and in His Word, we become more like Him, and I think that's really just a precious promise that I'm really excited to hold on to, and I want you guys to hold on to it too. And just know that Jesus is a friend to everyone. Jesus is my best friend. There have been times when I felt very alone in my life, but Jesus has always been my best friend. He's always been there. He never gets tired of us. He never gets tired of too many prayers, or he'll always answer your questions. He won't get bugged by annoying little prayers that you might think that are not important. Everything is important to God. And so I just want to encourage everyone about that. And I just thank you for listening to my testimony, just to a brief part of my life and to who God is. So thank you.
Thanks.